Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about what's in my minimalist backpack. I just started back at my master's degree at school, and then also I work remotely, so I'm super excited to share with you guys what I carry in this guy every day when I'm working out of the house. I definitely try to keep it pretty minimal when it comes to what I carry with me, but when I've got work and school put into consideration, it definitely requires bringing a little bit more with me. So I'm super excited to share with you guys what's in my backpack, but before we get into it, if we don't know each other yet, I'm Ashlynne. I make videos twice a week on this channel about minimalism and intentional living, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love it if you would consider doing so by hitting that red subscribe button right down below. That way you can see any new videos that I post. Let's get back to what's actually important here though and talk about what is inside of my backpack. Before we get to the inside though, I do just want to talk about this backpack itself. For the past few months I've kind of been debating whether or not to get a large tote bag or a backpack. One's kind of more beautiful, the other's more functional, and I was kind of debating back and forth, and recently ISM, the brand in San Francisco, specifically Justin, their founder, reached out to me and just told me about this classic backpack they have that combines beauty, minimalism, and functionality, and I heard about it and then I saw their backpacks and I thought, wow, that is the perfect backpack for me, because not only is this thing completely functional, it has all of the features that you could possibly want to carry with you, whether it's in a school bag or a work bag. So it's absolutely functional, but more than that, it's really beautifully designed. It's kind of minimalist in the fact that it doesn't have tons and tons of compartments. In my opinion, it has just the right amount. But then also just the design of it is really sleek, it's really simple, it's really clean, and at the end of the day, it's really beautiful. So I am super excited about this bag. I absolutely love it. I've had the chance to use it a few times now and already know that it's going to be a staple for me and just carried with me absolutely everywhere. So yeah, this is an ISM backpack. If you're interested in them, Justin, the founder, actually gave me a coupon code that you can go ahead and use. I'll leave that in the description box below if you're interested. But yeah, I absolutely love this backpack. Let's go ahead and get into what's inside of it though. Let's go ahead and start off with this little front compartment. And in here, I just keep two things really. The first thing that I keep is a glasses cloth. I use this for cleaning off screens, whether that it's a phone screen or a laptop screen. And then the other thing that I use it for is these glasses. I don't actually wear prescription glasses personally, but I do use blue light blocking glasses because my job involves working on the computer a lot, and because I go to school online, I find it really, really helpful to be able to have a pair of blue light blocking glasses that really just kind of reduce some of the strain off my eyes when I'm looking at the computer screen for hours and hours every day. So I don't necessarily wear these every single time I use the computer, but if I'm going to be sitting in front of it for a couple of hours, always use these guys. So that's everything in this first compartment. Let's go ahead and talk about the main compartment right here. And it just has this really nice zipper open. And then on the inside, the first thing that I keep in here is a reusable water bottle. I am a huge fan of staying hydrated, and this Clean Canteen water bottle has been with me through thick and thin. It's definitely starting to show some signs of wear, but I absolutely love this guy and use it all the time. So yeah, if I'm going out to work for several hours, even if I'm going to a coffee shop, I'm always bringing this guy with me. So this little cotton bag is what I use to hold all of my wires and just kind of computer accessories that I need. So the first thing that I keep in here is my 2 terabyte Seagate external hard drive. This thing is a lifesaver. I hold all of my YouTube videos, pictures, all kinds of stuff I have backed up on here and even stored on here. I actually have 2 of these, so I've kind of got a fail-safe backup, but I definitely carry this one around with me all the time and use it to store a good amount of stuff. Next up, I just keep my headphones, and I kind of keep them secure with this little binder clip just to make sure that the cord isn't going to be getting tangled up with anything else, and just to keep it nice and secure, I use this little binder clip. Keeps everything nice and handy, and I do find that I like using this set of headphones with the detachable kind of converter to lightning port, and also I'm able to plug this directly into my computer like that. So yeah, those are the headphones that I use. Next up in here, I keep my computer charge cord and charging block. Once again, I just use a binder clip. I find that this is the easiest way just to make sure that cords don't get tangled and so that it's easy to just kind of keep everything organized in my little bag here. And then the last thing I keep in here is a little converter. So obviously I've got a newer MacBook, which means that I've only got like 4 USB-C ports, which nobody actually uses. So I've got a little converter from Crown here, and it's got everything that I could possibly need as far as, you know, ports go. I've got 2 little USB things here, micro SD card, SD card, USB-C, lightning port, HDMI. It's got all the things that I could possibly want, and I can just kind of plug this into the side of my computer and it's like I've got all of my ports there. So this guy is a huge lifesaver. And then all of these guys just really fit into this nice little canvas bag that is super convenient and easy to use. I find that this is the easiest way of just keeping my cords organized and bringing what I need with me. If I'm going out for just a couple of hours though, I will say that I don't always bring my computer charger with me. That's more for when I'm doing something that's more extended, for like a day-long event or something like that. Because if it's just for a few hours, my computer has, you know, a perfectly good battery capability to last on its own for a day. Okay, so then moving on, besides that, there are just these 2 little kind of compartments that hold just kind of smaller things. So in this first one right here, I keep a, let's see if I can get it out, pen and a thing of post-it notes. This is a Pilot G207 pen, which is my all-time favorite pen. I use these guys for absolutely everything. I only carry one with me because I find that if I only carry one, it's really easy not to lose it. Whereas if I have multiple, I feel like I'm always losing one. So yeah, I just keep one of these guys with me, and then I also keep a thing of post-it notes with me. I find this to be really helpful just for writing down ideas or things that I don't want to forget. If I have some kind of a little burst of inspiration, sometimes it's easier for me to write it down physically than to just store it in a note in my phone. While I do sometimes use the notes in my phone, I find it a little bit more tangible if I have a post-it note with me. And then in this other compartment right here, I just have this little bag. So in this bag, it is just a little cloth bag that I got years ago. I don't actually remember what was in it originally, but this is something I keep in my purse, and then I'll just transfer it to my backpack whenever I'm going to use that. The first thing that I keep in here is just a little container with different little medicine tablets in it. So let's see if I can get this open. I usually just keep you know, some kind of antacid tablet because I have a pretty sensitive stomach. I'll keep ibuprofen for headaches, and then usually something like a Dayquil or something along those lines for if you're feeling under the weather but still needing to operate. Whether you're using, you know, something like this for yourself or, you know, you're able to give it to someone else, I find it always helpful just to have those 3 things in particular with you because I just feel like they always come in handy. And then there are 2 other things that I keep in here. The first is a chapstick. I get really dry lips, so this is something that I always have with me. This is the Burt's Bees flavor in pink grapefruit. Honestly, not my favorite flavor, but I'm committed to using it up. I do like the Burt's Bees chapsticks on the whole though. And then the last thing that I keep in here is a little cuticle cream. I find that my hands get dry more so around my cuticles than anything else. So this little Burt's Bees cuticle cream is definitely helpful to have, and I love just how small and compact it is. And I fit all of those 3 in there and just kind of carry them with me. Whether I stick this in my purse or in my backpack, it just kind of transfers really easily. Okay, and then the last thing in this main compartment is this little zippered area, and that's where I keep my wallet and my keys. This is just a little tiny kind of thin wallet that I use. Holds all the cards that I need and own really. And I'll just switch this from my purse to my backpack whenever I'm heading out. And then of course the other thing that I keep with me all the time is my keys, and I've just got my apartment keys right here. So, you know, for our mailbox to get in with the fob and the door, and then also just our car key, and then the only like little extra thing I have here is this little leather world map. I think it's pretty cute. And that's everything that I keep inside this main compartment. So let's go ahead and zip this up. And then you can barely even see it because it just kind of hides so seamlessly. But there's this nice little zippered compartment back here where you can keep your computer. And I love that this is kind of a weather sealed, waterproof area. So I don't need to worry about my computer getting wet if I'm going out in the rain or anything like that. And then in here, there's 2 little compartments. In this first one, I just keep my journal, planner, not actually a journal, and I use this guy for absolutely everything. I find this to be the perfect way of just keeping track of my schedule, It's got this nice little monthly overview section that kind of lets me get a kind of glance at my month. If we've got people visiting, coming from out of town, if I have big tests, anything like that, they'll all get written down in this monthly section. But I also love that it also has this daily section that kind of lets me visually see what I need to accomplish that day and get that done. So yeah, this is my all-time favorite planner style, and I use this literally every single day. So obviously that planner is an absolute essential for me. Another thing that I always go with whenever I'm trying to get some work done is my computer. This is the 2018 13-inch MacBook Pro, and I recently upgraded from a 13-inch MacBook Air. I had the 2015 model, and it was a great computer. I absolutely loved it, but as time went on with my degree and just the work that I do, I started using the Adobe apps, so Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, everything like that. I was just using them on such a regular basis that my computer would start crashing because it just didn't have the processing capability to be able to use a more heavy-duty program like the Adobe ones. And so I ended up deciding to upgrade to this 2013 MacBook Pro. It's got about 10 times better specs than my last one had, so it is a huge upgrade for me. The first time I was able to open up Premiere Pro and it not automatically crash on me, I was like, what? This is amazing. But yeah, this is something that goes with me everywhere. I keep everything from school to work to YouTube to whatever. Like, this is the tool I use to create all of that stuff. And so for me, it was definitely worth the investment, and it's something that I love. I also got the space gray color here, which is kind of fun. So yeah, that is my computer. So yeah, that is everything that I carry with me on a daily basis, whether I'm going to work or to do school, anything along those lines, I'm going to bring this bag with me. I feel like I've really struck the perfect balance with this bag of being able to carry everything that I need, all of the essentials, without it having tons and tons of room where I feel like I should add extra stuff to it so that it feels more full, which just is so dumb, but sometimes I feel like that if I'm using a huge bag. So yeah, I absolutely love this guy. This is literally just such a staple for me, and I think that it really is just the perfect combination of form and function, and really I just feel like it is the perfect bag for my lifestyle where I'm at right now. So I hope that you guys enjoyed getting this kind of glimpse into what I carry with me. While it probably could be more minimal, I feel like I'm really happy with the amount of stuff that I carry with me. I feel like everything that I have in there is something that I use on a regular basis, and that really does add value to my workflow and just my daily life in general. Don't forget that if you're interested in one of the ISM backpacks, I do have a discount code that I will go ahead and link in the description box below, and I'll also leave it up right here. Also, if you guys want to tell me what you guys carry with you for school or for work, I would totally be interested in hearing that. How is what we carry different? I would love to hear. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comments below. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video and you are not subscribed to my channel, I would totally appreciate it if you go ahead and consider hitting that red subscribe button right down below. And also, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and let me know that you enjoyed it. Anyways guys, that is all I have for you today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.